左邊都係左邊主場。
乜改個名嘅？
嚇？
乜改個咁嘅名？
乜改個咁嘅名啊？唔係佢 account 嚟噶嘛呢度？佢唔係用自己 account 噶嘛？
啲賽事名。
And Higuain kicks off to Delict. And Juventus in black and white stripes. Pass down to Dybala. Tried to get it up to Douglas Costa, but it's cut out by Juventus in blue. Cristiano Ronaldo on the ball. Tracks down the wing and plays a nice little 1-2 to himself and centers it, but that has been cleared out to Matuidi, who then passes it to Alessandro on the right, no, the left. He is trying to back to Matuidi, Dybala, Matuidi passes it down to Dybala, and a shot in the corner. It is 1-0 to Juventus in the black and white. Kickoff to Juventus in the blue. Pass up to, oh, beautiful pass. Almost a goal. Offside. Nope. Penalty. Penalty? Penalty. To tie the game up at 1-1. Ronaldo behind the ball. And saved. Beautiful save there. And now Juventus clears out, but it is back in with Juventus in blue. Pushing up. Panic. Just missed Higuain. Dybala has now stolen it away. Higuain now drops it up to Cristiano Ronaldo, who's putting it. Oh, just missed there. Cleared out from Juventus in the blue. Dribbling on the wall, comes back. Making a run up. In the middle of the field. Takes a shot, which is deflected off for a corner. Ronaldo got a clip on it, but it was tipped over for a goal kick. Higuain drops a nice ball into Madusic, who then drops it off to Delict, who is pulled off the ball by Delict. And Panic is trying to take it out, but it is cut out by Costa, who passes it back and then gets it back. Aaron Ramsey drops it off and into the middle for Pjanic, who then loses the ball. Cristiano Ronaldo in the black and white. And he drops it back to Alessandro Delict, who then drops it back to the goalie. Chialini passes it out to the right to Guard, cut out nicely. Into 2-0. Higuain kicks off. And Alexandro drops back with the ball. Does a nice little step over. And out to Guarardo on the left. Into Douglas Costa, who's now dropping into the ball. To Higuain, who wasn't able to get the shot in, but is out on the left. Passes it out to Cuadrado, off to Douglas Costa, trying to drop it in, but can't find Ronaldo. But Ronaldo gave a difficult time to Juventus, and it is now a corner. To Ronaldo, who flicks it on. Douglas Costa. Dybala has the ball. He drops it back to Alexandro and looks for Matuidi. It is a foul. So Cristiano Ronaldo steps behind the ball to take the free kick, to the fear of Juventus, but it is straight into the hands of Szczesny, who drops it but then picks it back up. He clears it out to Ronaldo, Blue Ronaldo, who hands it off to the other Juventus. Chiellini just keeps it inbound, but he loses the ball to Dybala. He is now on goal, takes a shot, and is wide to the right. Goal kick. A short kick, almost trouble. It's out to the left, to the right. And looking for, almost a bad clearance there. Dybala loses the ball. Oh. That is Dybala, nice little back heel to Matuidi. Pjanic to Ronaldo, who dribbles it and fakes out a few. Nicely done. Turns on for Jack, who passes it into the middle, but it is blocked. And blocked again for a corner. Janik is behind the ball, putting it in the middle. Second corner for Janik again. Into Cristiano Ronaldo. Nice save. Diving save. And we have reached halftime. 1-1 is the score. Juventus versus Juventus. And the start of the second half. Kicking off Blue Juventus. Juventus in the blue is now tracking up. Dishes it off to he's onside. Nice save by the goalie. Drops it off to Chiellini. Passes it off to Delict. and up to Alexandro. Being met by Juventus in blue, but a nice cross the field pass to Matuidi. Up to Dybala, back to Matuidi. Nice to Pjanic. And the ball was given away, but got back. Douglas Costa is giving the ball back to Cristiano. Tries a flick, but doesn't quite pull it off. Nice through ball, but Ciliani is going to get there. Dropping it back up. Cristiano Ronaldo comes back for the ball and drops it, dishes it off to Dybala. Just unable to get it away, but then Higuain drops to Higuain. Douglas Costa now has it for Blue Juventus. Nice little ball back to Szczesny, who clears it up. And a missed header and a foul. And a free kick for Blue Juventus. Kicks it up into the penalty area, where it drops to number 10, who penalty on Szczesny. Ball dropped to Dybala. Ronaldo behind the ball. Ronaldo in blue. Is he going to miss this time? He clips the bar and puts it in. 2-1 to Juventus in the blue. Juventus black and white kicks up again and loses the ball instantly to Juventus in the blue. Dropping the ball in the back up to Ronaldo, and he will drop it off to cut out by Cellini, who drops it to Pjanic, who then gets it to Ronaldo, who gets it to Matuidi, and now Dybala. Nice little chip. In on goal, 1-on-1, and he didn't mess it up. 2-2. Ronaldo. Nice header back to Szczesny, who kicks on and up to Ronaldo, who heads it back to foul. Pjanic behind the ball. Dumps it off into Cristiano Ronaldo in black and white is dancing his way through. Nice ball to offside. Nice little build up there, but it was offside. And here we go. Kick into the penalty area to Ronaldo, who heads it down. Three Juventus black and white are around the ball. So it's 2-2. Szczesny kicks it up to Mandzukic, but misses him. And back to defense. And Juventus passes it off. Back to Juventus black and white. Mandzukic off to Ronaldo, who is now in on goal. Takes a shot and puts it past Szczesny. 3-2. Juventus black and white. 76 minute. Time running short. Looked like a foul, but it wasn't. Cristiano Ronaldo off to Mandzukic, who turns it over, but he turned it over back to Juventus in black and white. Dybala sent up to the corner, but he loses the ball And now Ronaldo has it again. He shoots. Bernadeschi off to Madusic, back to Badeshi. Nice little 1-2. Could go back to another 1-2. Nope. Dybala with the ball, takes a shot, and he is just wide. Close. Playing out of the back, very skillfully. The ball is cut out. Ronaldo toe pokes the ball away, but loses it. Passing into the middle, cut out by Bernadeschi, who hits Dybala wide open. Madusic drops down to Pjanic, who has it on in the penalty area, across the goal, but no one is there to receive it. Out to Cristiano Ronaldo in blue, but he's all alone, so he just takes his time, passes it off to number 10. Oh, he's wide open on the right, and cut out again by Juventus in the black and white. Ronaldo in the black and white drops it back to Alessandro, who pulls it back to Delec, back to Cellini. Playing it a little safe at this point. We've got the lead. 3 minutes of extra time, but the ball is dropped accidentally back to Juventus in the blue, and they may have one more shot to tie it up. Nicely cut out there by Celiani. And time runs out. 3-2. Juventus in the black and white wins. Oops. Juventus versus Barcelona. Kickoff, and Juventus has the ball, passing up to Vidal. Drops back to Vidal. Piqué picks it up, passes Messi, one of his trademark passes, drops it off to Suarez's ball is cut out. Juventus is now on the ball. Umtiti fighting with Ronaldo, who dishes it on, and it's a nice pass off. A shot on goal that is kept out by the goalie. And offside. Nelson Semedo is behind the ball. Pass it off to Umtiti. Nelson has a swath of field on his right. Drops it off to Messi, who passes it along to Griezmann, who gives it back to Dembele. Oh, but caught out by Szczesny. Nice build-up, but not quite the final product. And Juventus is pulling it up beyond the half line. Now getting pass to Ronaldo was cut out top of the penalty area, and Nelson Semedo now dishes it up to Messi, who does his little trademark twist and turn. Back to Messi, who now finds Griezmann, who passes it straight to Higuain of Juventus. Now past the halfway line, Juventus bring the ball up. Dropping down. Oh, the ball is cut out. Griezmann drops it down to Suarez, who loses it, but Messi almost picks it up, but pounds the back line. And Juventus is playing some nice football. Ronaldo on goal, and he puts it past for the first. Beautifully played goal. And kick off Barcelona back to Piqué, who drops it down to Vidal. Gets it up to Dembele on the left. Suarez now is on the ball, tries to drop it to Griezmann, does not work. Dembele back with the ball. Jordi Alba is up from the back, and he's into the penalty area, passes it into the middle, and the ball off the back goes straight to the goalie. Szczesny kicks it up, but Piqué is right there to commit a foul. Juventus on the ball, punches the ball into the penalty area. Up goes the goalie, who punches it away, and we have a header back to the goalie, Ter Stegen, who kicks it out to Griezmann out on the left, who pushes it forward to Suarez, who is now tracking back but drops it down to Semedo on the right. Semedo goes down, and he will be fouled. Lionel Messi behind the ball. It's a wicked angle, but we've seen him do it before. Chips it into the middle and straight to the goalie, who then clears it out beyond the halfway line, where Ronaldo heads it, and Ronaldo gets the ball back, but his pass is cut out. Griezmann is chipping it up to Suarez, who's alone on goal. And scores 1-1. Griezmann dancing around the ball, drops it to Suarez, who drops it down to Messi, who is onside but misses the shot. But he gets the ball back, and he tries to get away, but runs into a Juventus wall. Pass up to Mandzukic, who did get it, who's on the ball now. He flips it up to Ronaldo, who barely misses on the left. Goalkeeper kicks out, and Suarez is not able to get it. Juventus has the ball back on the left. Pass in is cut out. Messi now in the middle of the field, up to Vidal, who's on a nice little run. But he passes it straight into a Juventus player. And we are now back. Juventus on the right. Cristiano Ronaldo with the ball, passes it into, he looks like he's fouled, but he is not. He does go down, but no foul is called. Griezmann now has the ball, has dropped it off very beautifully to Messi, who is almost through, but he gets blocked by the Juventus back line. Messi back on the ball, drops it to Dembele, who takes a shot, and goalkeeper barely gets a hand to it, but keeps it out, and it will be a corner. Lionel Messi behind the ball again, chips it to no one. Beautifully in the middle, but there was no one there to collect it. So Juventus throw in. We're coming up close to half-time now, but we are actually Ronaldo dishing off into the inside, takes a shot, but it is just wide. So a tight game here, 1-1. The Stars are playing like stars as usual. Second half kickoff set to begin. Luis Suarez drops it to PK, who drops it off to Griezmann, who tries to get and he finds Suarez, who is then tackled, and now Juventus is on a run, but Cristiano Ronaldo is offside. Umtiti behind the ball, drops it to PK, then looks up, finds Semedo on the right, and he drops it to Messi, who then finds Suarez, who then Messi now in the penalty area, dancing around and kicks, misses a shot, but Griezmann puts it in with a header. 2-1 Barcelona. Ronaldo, can he reply? Off to Jordi Alba, who drops it in the middle. Oh, just misses the header. Beautiful play, though. Ter Stegen kicks out a long kick beyond the halfway line up to Suarez, who does control it, who then passes it off, and who just hopes it out of the way of Lionel Messi. Another nice clearance from halfway line. Juventus is on the front foot, drops it off to Mandzukic, who is close to the goal but is not able to control it. Back into plays a shot. Ronaldo has a kick, but goalkeeper gets a hand on it and saves an almost certain goal. Lionel Messi now back, dropping the ball off. Semedo with a throw-in. He drops it to Busquets, who then passes it out to Griezmann. Luis Suarez on the ball, drops it in the middle. Lionel Messi, can he get there? Just tackled inside the penalty area. Cristiano Ronaldo with throw-in. Off. He gives it away to Busquets, then gives it away to Messi, who then gives it back to Juventus. Cristiano Ronaldo, header on Jordi Alba, now has the ball. It's in the middle of the field, and Barcelona controls. Semedo drops it in, but we have an offside on Lionel Messi. Sandro is set to kick it, and he drops it. Juventus in the middle of the field, pushing forward. Little ball, Jordi Alba is able to clear it to Griezmann on the wing, who does a little dance, but he loses the ball. On the way, Vidal ends up with a nice pass to Griezmann on the left. Cuts into, he passes to Messi in the box, but Messi can't get the shot off and turns the ball over. But Juventus is now on the break, passing it, but it is dropped too far to Umtiti. The goalkeeper then clears it out to Semedo on the right, who does a little dance and gets away with it. Dembele passes it off to Lionel Messi, who charges into penalty area and loses the ball. Juventus now has a Attack on goal and a shot into the goal. 2-2.
呢個名係
All tied up.
咪兩個名都錯，
兩個反轉嘅意思係咪？
唔係兩個都錯，係因為今場係
Nice breakaway.
呢個
今場係
哦，打呢一邊嘅。
同埋佢識讀嗰度歪筆，
咁而家邊下位嘅？
咩嘢做？
而家
So the names were
Hmm?
we used the wrong names.
Oh,
It's okay.
no problem.
It happens, man. You're good at this.
Problem. It's
Surprisingly
kind
good.
of
Surprisingly good, man.
It's a little tricky. Trying to keep up with them all. I probably watch too much football.
You watch too much football, eh?
Just replicating
Replicating. That's a good replication.
what I hear. Luis Suarez kicks off to Busquets. Back to Umtiti. Passes it off to Piqué and drops it back to Busquets into the middle of the park. Just makes it to De Jong, who passes to Suarez, back to Griezmann, and the pass was cut out. Cristiano Ronaldo now on the ball, dribbling, drops it down, but it is given away. Rakitic drops it to De Jong, pushes it into Asuma. Oh, but the goalkeeper is able to pull it, grab it at the feet. A nice little dive at the feet. And now we have Juventus on the attack, pushing up, but they drop the ball into a crowded zone. And Barcelona now has the ball, back to the goalie, who controls it, out to the right to Semedo, up to Griezmann, who's on his own. Now he dishes it off to Semedo, back to Griezmann, back to Semedo, except it was caught out. Rakitic is behind the ball, and he drops it to De Jong, who tries to push it wide, but it gets cut out by Juventus, and again by Juventus. But Umtiti is able to fight to get the ball back onto Griezmann, who drops it to De Jong, back to Griezmann, back, beautiful 1-2 to De Jong. Asumi Fati, barely saved, but tipped, and then Griezmann gets the kick back, and it is 3-2 to Barcelona. Juventus kicks off again, back to Ronaldo, drops it in, but it is cut out by Piqué, but he loses the ball, and a goal in the last minute, and we have a 3-2 victory for Barcelona. Juventus versus Juventus. Why do they like Juventus so much? Because Ronaldo? Must be. And we are back. Juventus versus Juventus. Cellini back to Trado, back to Cellini. And Juventus in the black and white has the ball out on the right, pushing up over the halfway line. And a pass is cut out by Juventus in the blue. They are now in the middle of the park, and the ball goes out to the left. The Sciglio is dropping back off to Guardio. Dybala has it on the right, dribbling around. It is cut out by Douglas Costa, who drops up to Dybala in the black and the white. Passes off to Cristiano Ronaldo in goal, on goal, and he scores the goal. Ronaldo in black and white, and Juventus in black and white is 1-0. Barely had the ball, but it was in the back of the net on their first attack. Emre Can back down to Ronaldo in the blue, drops off to on the left, who just misses it a little bit too far. Douglas Costa drops it off to Alexandre Sandro, who goes to shoot on the right. Emre Can back to Costa, who drops it to the wing on the left. And a beautiful bicycle kick shot, but just was wide by, of course, Ronaldo. Juventus in the black and white has the ball, and there's a foul. A free kick coming in. Dropped cleverly down on the left. Ronaldo puts it into the middle. Costa tries a header, and Buffon picks up the ball on the left. Ball's out to Cellini, out to Sandro on the left. Emre Can has it in the center of the park. Ronaldo drops it to Costa, who then puts it down on the left. Alexandro, Juventus in the blue, is attacking well. And Alessandro passes it off to the forward in the middle, but he is wide. Szczesny clears it out, and Diego Costa has the ball. Ronaldo drops it off to him, and turnover for Juventus in the blue. Douglas Acosta is barreling down the right, and he pulls back, and he drops the ball to Alessandro on the wing, who crosses a little too deep, and it is out on the far side to Juventus in the black and white. Delict is dropping it back to his goalkeeper, who drops it off to Cellini, now out to Cuadrado on the right. He leaves it for Dybala, little 1-2 there. Cuadrado puts it into the middle, but straight to Buffon as he slips. Buffon clears it out to the right to Blue Cuadrado, who goes to Dybala, back to Cuadrado. Rabiot has the ball. Emre Can in the center of the park drops it to Ronaldo. Does a nice little dink off. It's a little short. Emre Can back in the middle, drops it to Cuadrado. De Siglio has it on the left. He passes it back to Dybala. Looks like they're going to try to walk it into the net, but that doesn't quite work. Ronaldo now in black and white. Pushes off. He's now in the penalty area, and he gets tackled and loses the ball. Dybala in the blue passes it off to Khan, who does a nice little cut to Douglas Costa, who now is in the penalty area, and he drops it back to Ronaldo, who pushes it in to the back of the net. We now have a 1-1 game. Juventus versus Juventus. Juventus in the black and white. Ronaldo passes it to no one, and it turns it over. Rabiot in the middle of the field dribbles up. Rabiot again off to Dybala, who turns and finds Ronaldo. But it is a turnover, and Ronaldo in the black and white is losing the ball. Now Emre Can finds Douglas Costa on the far side of the field, who then finds Ronaldo, and a run in on goal. Douglas Costa in the center, in the penalty area, and Ronaldo fights to get the ball back, and Juventus passes it back to the halfway line. Cellini finds Emre Can, an on goal. We have Dybala, who puts it in to the top of the net, and it is 2-1. Juventus in the blue, and halftime is now upon us. And second half kicks off with the team leading, kicking the ball off. Dybala drops the ball off to Emre Can, who puts it out on the left to Costa, who flicks it in to Ronaldo, but is just a little too far. Mandusek in the center of the field drops it off to Dybala, who now has Cristiano Ronaldo on the left. He tries to flick it in, but loses it, but then gets it back again and loses it. And Delict drops it back to his goalkeeper, who then tries to clear it, but right into the awaiting Juventus black and white player, who knocks it out of Juventus in the blue. Gives it back. Cristiano passes it to Costa, drops it off to Mandusek, who is right at the top of the penalty area, who fights for the ball but loses it. Emre Can gets it back. Dybala now dishes it and loses it. Dybala on the left. So it's getting to be a bit of a scrappy game. Costa on the right, on the left. It's now coming in. He is running in on goal, and he drops it to Ronaldo, who puts it on the right and scores a nice little goal. Juventus in the blue is now up 3-1. Juventus black and white kicks off, but Matuidi is caught up there and kicks the ball out of the field, giving the ball back to Juventus in the blue, who then returns the favor and gives it back to Juventus in black and white. In the center of the park, Medusic, with two people around him, has the ball. He dishes off to Ronaldo, who then gives it away. Back to Costa, who has put it up to Ronaldo in the blue, who's just onside. Rabiot drops the ball and dishes in. Costa coming in. Ronaldo out on the left, has the ball in the penalty area, is looking for Dybala, but he misses him. The ball comes back to Ronaldo, and he puts it in. 4-1. Could be a lucky shot, but there you go. They all count. Juventus in the blue is now on the ball. Rabiot in the middle of the park drops it down to Ronaldo, who dishes it back. Nicely cut out by Cellini. Out to Dybala, who wins the race but loses the ball. Alexandro, Juventus in the blue, is carrying the ball into the midfield. Pjanic has the ball off to the left. The ball is then centered to Dybala, who drops it back to Rabiot. Rabiot has the ball again. He pushes it into the middle. Off to Dybala, who then passes it straight to Dybala, straight back to the Blues. And Ronaldo has the ball at his feet and just trickles it in for goal number 5. Kickoff time again. Higuain goes back to De Ligt. Passes it out to Sandro. Off to Rebo. Cristiano Ronaldo, in black and white, loses the ball. And Rabiot in the middle of the field is got a lot of daylight there, and he now has the ball and dishes it back off to Ronaldo for another one. 76th minute. Higuain dishes the ball off, and now Bernardescu in the middle drops it to black and white Ronaldo, who has the ball, who's trying to do his dance, and coming in, passes it off to number 10, who scores. It's becoming a goal fest. 6-2. Kidara, Matuidi passes it out of bounds. 10 minutes remaining. Juventus in the black and white loses it out. Nope. They have it. De Ligt drops it to Rebo, who runs into two players. Guarado for Juventus blue loses it to Ronaldo, who dishes it a little bit too far ahead of Higuain. Aribio drops it off to Mandusic, who then passes it out of bounds a little bit too far. Sandro gets it into Rebo, but loses it, but Rebo is able to get it back. Ronaldo does a beautiful turn. Now here we go. Bernardeschi in on goal. Little too far and a little ahead of him, and he was only able to toe poke it. Buffon kicks it out. Ronaldo has it, but it is cut out by De Ligt. who finds Dybala. Oh, and Higuain in on goal. Returns the ball, gets the ball back. Matuidi clears it out. Cellini, though, cleans it up. And here, Mandzukic out to Gerardo on the right, making a patented run. Nice, back to Mandzukic. He goes for a shot, and a little wide on the left. Szczesny kicks it out to Higuain, who finds Dybala. Almost a tricky pass there to Gold. And game over. We have a 6-2 Juventus in the blue. Juventus versus FC Barcelona. Dybala kicks off down to Emre Can. Oh, Juventus kicks it out of bounds. Barcelona has the ball, and Griezmann. Oh, but Barcelona turns it over immediately. Cristiano Ronaldo to Dybala. Off to Garrido. Dybala in the middle of the field. We now have Juventus in the penalty area, but they lose the ball. Lengit pulls it up, drops it down to Vidal, who passes it and loses it. Douglas Costa on the right, dribbles into the middle. Off to Cuadrado, who drops it down. A delicate ball to Siglio, who then does a turn and passes it to the opposing team. Now Dembele running into the first penalty area and takes a shot and scores on his first Barcelona attack. Dybala behind the ball, passes it to Douglas Costa on the right, who then drops it down to Emre Can. Out to Ronaldo, first touch of the game for him. And Dybala heads it straight to Ter Stegen. It was a beautiful play, but Lionel Messi tries to get to the ball, but there is a foul. Ronaldo behind the ball, drops it to Cellini, who gives it straight back. Off to Rabiot, who drops it to the other side of the field to Sciglio, who then gets it down to Cuadrado, who drops it to Sciglio, and we have a header on target, but beautifully saved by the goalie. Ronaldo just missed that one. Douglas Costa picks it up in the middle of the field, back to Rabiot, who then tries to get it through to Ronaldo, who isn't able to meet the ball. Vidal in the middle of the park. Busquets in the middle. Off to Griezmann, who gets it out to Messi. Messi is dribbling all over the ball and loses the ball after Griezmann, who then Juventus kick it out of bounds. Barcelona back with the ball. Lionel Messi down to Suarez, his strike partner. Off to Vidal, who puts it out on the left to Dembele, who is unable to get by the Juventus defender. Ooh, a nice cross the field pass to Costa, who gets it off to Dembala, off to Ronaldo, who gets it back to Emre Can. Nice little passing move. Dybala on the right is actually tackled by Jordi Alba. Dembele pushing it up the park. There's another Barcelona attack. Griezmann with the ball, drops it very nicely to Suarez, who can't reach it. Buffon goes to clean it up. De Ligt picks it up again. Sciglio, Rabiot, driving up the middle of the field, evading two tacklers very nicely. Sandro has it on the left, drops it off to Acosta, who gives it back. Ronaldo in the middle, but is unable to control and loses the ball. Now, Vidal, charting up the middle of the park, slowly, drops it off to Dembele, who is attacked by two Juventus players. Juventus now on the attack, but it goes nowhere as Barcelona. Now Barcelona is on the attack and tries a back kick there, but we are offside. Way offside. And back to the action. Buffon behind the ball, passes it off to Sciglio. Right, plenty of room to run. Now Dybala in the center of the field, off to Emre Can, who finds Ronaldo, and there's a chip, but it doesn't reach Ronaldo. And we are looking at a free kick. Goalie goes across the goal. Dembele drops it off to Alba, who gives it back to Dembele. Rabiot is charging him down. Nicely done. Dembele in the middle of the field finds Ronaldo, who gets back to Dybala, who puts it out on the left, but Lignet dribbles it out of bounds. Juventus with the ball, with the throw-in. Dybala has the ball on the edge of the penalty area. He puts it back to Can, and Ronaldo hits the post, but could be a second bite of the apple. Costa has the ball on the left, brings it out to Can, who is dropping it down, but just misses. Just misses his attempt to get it to. Oh, now Lionel Messi in on goal, one-on-one. De Ligt charging him down. Oh, and a beautiful save by the goalie. Messi one-on-one. Wasn't going to be taken. Corner, Messi. Puts it in the middle. Ooh, far, a very deep, nice header back into the middle. Jordi Alba cleans up in the back, tries a kick, but it is several paces wide. Buffon kicking it to the left. Nope. Nice, solid kick into halftime. Second half. Vidal in the center of the park. Dembele on the left. Back to Jordi Alba. Back to Lenglet. Goes into the middle, but only finds a Juventus player. And the Juventus player finds a Barcelona player. Back to Jordi Alba. who is dribbling almost into trouble, but drops it back to Lenglet, who then goes back to PK, and we are seeing some nice dribbling. Lionel Messi on the right has the ball, taking it beyond, oh, but he loses out to Acosta. Cellini cleans it up, back into the center of the park. Now we're out to Sciglio on the right. Cuadrado into Dybala, who drops it off to Chan, who gets to Ronaldo, who is fighting, and he drops it out to Sandro, who is going to chip it in. Oh, beautifully done. Beautifully done. We have a tie game. 1-1. Busquets, Vidal, Griezmann runs into traffic, loses the ball. Dybala off to Ronaldo, down to Acosta, who cuts inside. Ronaldo, is he going to? Oh, he loses it to Vidal. Barcelona on the attack, but almost lost the ball there. Nice play with Luis Suarez. Give and go. Suarez out on the left is going to, didn't cross it, but we have Alba now. Puts it in the middle, but just a Juventus player there. Juventus now is out on a break. Nicely drops it to Dybala, who passes it off to Ronaldo, who is offside. Not too far away, though. Umtiti puts it into the middle of the field. Now Lionel Messi on the right tries to dish it off to Suarez, but no go. Emre Can in the middle of the park gets it to Costa, who drops it down beautifully to Cristiano Ronaldo, who will just get it before the ball goes out of bounds. Acosta drops it back to Ronaldo, who is on the left, does a little, tries to put it across goal, but is unable to find a Juventus player. Emre Can in the middle of the park, back out to the right. Cuadrado has two people around him, so he tracks back. Almost got away. Oh, he did get away. So he now has the ball on the left. He puts it into the middle, where Griezmann safely keeps it away from Ronaldo. But the ball is almost lost. PK dishes it straight to Cellini. And Emre Can in the middle of the park. Should have taken the shot probably, but dished it off. And we had it offside. So, game tied 1-1. Ter Stegen kicks off to Griezmann, who does not get the ball. Juventus defense holding strong. Cellini brings it up, passes it off to Sandro, who gets it to Chan, who gets it to Matuidi. Ronaldo in the middle, tries to get it into his strike force, but is unable to. Lionel Messi does a beautiful little turn, but in the process lost his footing. And the ball, Alexandro, Emre Can, down to Matuidi, off to Ronaldo, back to Alexandro, who will put it into the middle, and the header that hit the crossbar dropped to other player, who then put it in for a goal. So we're looking at Juventus 2, FC Barcelona 1, 9 minutes remaining. Janik Mandzukic off to Ronaldo. He dishes it into the middle very beautifully to Mandzukic, who dishes it off again when he maybe should have taken the shot. Barcelona cleared out, but only out to Juventus. And Rakitic off to Messi, who does a turn and dishes it to Griezmann. Oh, but loses the ball to Delict. Back into Medusic. Ronaldo has it with a shot, and we have a 3-1. Beautiful goal. Hits the crossbar in. Barcelona running out of time. Running out of the ball, too. Gives the ball back. Back to Ronaldo. Dangerous Ronaldo. Matuidi, nice little cover, but he forgot where the ball was. And Umtiti is dribbling with the ball in a dangerous area, but Vidal clears it nicely up to Rakitic, who loses the ball to Rabiot. Oh, and he then fouls Rabiot as well. So now we're looking at a free kick in the Ronaldo spot. Oh, just wide. So we take a short goal kick out. PK now with the ball. Drops it down, but we have run out of time. Khan, Janisic, Ronaldo, 3. Dembele, 1. here we go. Juventus in the white versus Juventus in the blue. And out on the right, Scigliano to Cuadrado, who tries to get it into Higuain and does, but there is a foul. Ronaldo behind the ball in his dangerous free kick pose. And he fires straight at Szczesny, who palms it down and clears it out. But they lose the ball. Straight back to Juventus in the white. Sandro up to Dybala on the left. Rabiot in the middle of the field. Gets it to Cuadrado, who dribbles it up. Off to Ronaldo, who has it, and he takes a shot into bottom of the corner, but it is saved. Ramsey off to Jadic, but he gives it away, and Rabiot gives it straight back. We have some poor trapping. Emre Can to Higuain, out to Dybala, who then smacks it into Matuidi. But it goes back to Rabiot, back to Dybala. Gets it out. Nope. Dribbles, and gets it down to Emre Can, who gives it straight back to Ronaldo, off to the right to Cuadrado, who dribbles about, and he gives it to Emre Can, who fires it high and wide. Szczesny with a short kick to Chiellini, pushes it across the pitch to Guerrado, back to Delict, crosses the field opposite side to Sandro, who almost loses it but gets it back. Higuain running in on goal, off to Ronaldo, who almost gets it down but loses his footing. But Matuidi off to Ramsey, who gives it straight back to Juventus in the white. And Ronaldo dishes it off to the wrong player, who gets it to Dybala, off to Maducic, cuts it out in an attempt to get it to Ronaldo. Kajanic cleans it up, but accidentally gives it back to Dybala, who then gives it back to Delict, back to Sandro. We have two teams that seem to want to give it to the opposite team. And a foul by Ronaldo, off to Alessandro, gets it into Emre Can, who dishes it off to Ronaldo, gets it out to Dybala. Nice flick up to Cristiano Ronaldo, but just doesn't quite reach him. And foul on Ronaldo in the blue, off to Emre Can. Juventus in the white, cruising in on goal. Oh, Ronaldo with a bicycle kick, doesn't quite pull it off. Dybala on, he is on a run now. Does a lovely little, and Dybala on goal, cuts inside, but he overruns it and drops it off to Juventus in the white. Rabiot in the middle of the field, tries passing it into Ronaldo, but Matuidi cuts it out. Matuidi now off to, foul on Maducic at the top of the penalty box. Ronaldo, not Ronaldo. Dybala, number 10. He is wide. Another short kick out, and Chiellini now for Juventus in the white, out to Alessandro on the right. He is dribbling around, and he finds Emre Can in the center of the field, who then dishes it nicely to Higuain, who gets it out to Ronaldo, Now Dybala on the right drops it into Ronaldo, but is just a bit short. However, Juventus in the white gets the ball back. Emre Can gives it away. Gives it away. Pjanic in the middle of the field kicks it up nicely to Dybala. Perfectly in stride. Dybala chips it out, but Buffon there to collect. Buffon knocks it out to the left. Dybala on the run. Off to Alessandro, who 1-2s it back to Dybala. Dybala drives in circles, but then gets the ball to Emre Can in the middle. All right, at the top of the penalty area, but we have offside. Szczesny kicks it up into midfield. Gets it nicely to Ronaldo, who dishes it back to Ramsey. Ronaldo, Dybala, Dybala to Dybala. Emre Can. Ronaldo. Off to, to Ronaldo. Dybala. Halftime. A tight match. Juventus. Madudzic kicks off for Juventus in the blue. Off to Ronaldo on the right. Dybala running on in. Oh, nice. Madudzic in the blue. Ronaldo tries a turn, but the ball is a little too fast and too far. Buffon kicks it out to the left to Dybala, all alone on the wing. He takes it in and then tries to dump it off into the middle, but gets caught out. Dybala in the blue, off to Ramsey, who dishes it to Ronaldo. Back to, the ball is caught in the middle of the field. Juventus in the white gives it back to Juventus in the blue. Delict passes it out to Alessandro on the left. Drops it to Cellini, out to Pjanic, Matuidi, Dybala, off to Cuadrado. Matuidi drops it into Madudzic, who does a nice little flick, but loses the ball to Juventus in the white. Ronaldo in the white, off to Emre Can. He drops it into Higuain. Cuadrado. And Higuain has it. Takes a shot, but is denied by a beautiful save by the goalie. Another short goal kick. Alessandro, Cellini, Ramsey, Cellini, Matuidi, and cut out by Emre Can, who gets it out to Rabiot, gets it to Higuain, drops it into Ronaldo, who passes it to Juventus in the blue. Pjanic, Matuidi, nice little, Rabiot misses the ball there. Matuidi running down the right. Dybala, Madudzic, Dybala turns around. Madudzic takes a shot, and Buffon gets his hand on it to just keep it out. Corner, Pjanic, and at this time we have a goal. Dybala 1-0. Juventus leads in the blue. Juin Cuadrado on the wing is going to center it to, a beautiful bicycle kick by Higuain, ties the game up 1-1. As so often happens, when one team scores, another team gets motivated and scores again. Kicking off, Juventus in the blue. Madudzic, Pjanic, Rabiot, Ronaldo, Madudzic loses the ball, but gets it back. But Juventus in the white breaks, Alessandro. Emre Can out to Cuadrado, who is dribbling into the middle of the park, and he attempts to get it in the middle, but he's unable to. Ronaldo just misses the ball. Medusic misses the ball. Emre Can, center of the field. Douglas Acosta drops it down to Alessandro. He will be taking a corner. Douglas Acosta behind the ball. Puts it in the middle, and a beautiful save. Higuain got the header, but Szczesny was not going to let it in. Rabiot dropping into the penalty area. Emre Can at the top takes a shot and puts it in the back of the net. 2-1, White Juventus. 76th minute. Matuidi passes it to Juventus White. Cuadrado, Emre Can, goal scorer. Running up, Douglas Acosta in the middle. Rabiot passes it out to Cuadrado, who gets caught up. Alessandro drops it down to Pjanic, who tries to get it out to Rabiot, but is a bit weak. Sciglio centers the ball, and Ronaldo, just another bicycle kick. Doesn't quite make it. Bernardeschi, Matuidi, Pjanic dancing around in the middle of the park. Medusic, Matuidi loses the ball to White Juventus. And now a stream of Juventus White runs forward, only to smash into a blue Juventus wall. But blue Juventus kicks the ball out of it, and it is a throw-in for White Juventus. Two to one. Cellini on the left gets it to Douglas Costa just barely. He was able to get by his man, and he centers it, but no one is there. Emre Can loses the ball. Cellini, who gets it up to Mandzukic, who cannot control. Rabiot drops it down, and Pjanic on the right centers the ball, and Ronaldo heads it down, but into the feet of Szczesny. Oh, and the game is finished. 2-1, White Juventus. PSG versus Juventus. PSG in the blue, Juventus in the white, and Cristiano Ronaldo passes out to Dybala, who centers it back to Ronaldo, who has plenty of space, but before he's able to fire off a shot, he gets caught. Oh, wow, we have a goal within minutes. Thiago Silva, Neymar, gets it out to Kurzawa, who passes it to Cavani. Neymar's got his hands up, give me the ball. Kurzawa dribbles around the part, passes it to the middle to Verratti, who gets it to Gui. Verratti, who is fighting. Neymar has the ball, but he is a tad offside. Buffon behind the ball. Short kick up to Sciglio. Cuadrado dribbling around. Rabiot in the middle of the field. Back to Sciglio, who dribbles it up but gets it back to Rabiot, who then pushes it forward to Higuain, who heads it back. Higuain out to Sciglio, who has it on the right, and he centers it and straight to Ronaldo, who puts another one in. Cavani back to Silva, to Verratti. Guille, Di Maria, the Argentinian, dribbles up the right, dishes it off to Meunier, loses the ball. Emre Can gives it back to Mbappe in the middle, but was not able to control the ball. Neymar, who had dropped back, gets out. Verratti back to Di Maria, passes it in, just misses Cavani. Back to the goalkeeper Buffon, who clears it out to Meunier. Meunier drops it over to Guille, who gets it to Verratti, off to Neymar. Delicious little dance, but Rabiot out controlling it. Ronaldo on a breakaway, coming in, takes a shot, and he puts it past for the third. 2 for him. 3 for Juventus. Nope. Thiago Silva to Neymar, loses the ball to Grado, who drops it off to Higuain, goes into Ronaldo, who takes a shot, and he is just wide. Navas kicks off to Mbappe, but he loses the ball to Rabiot. Out to Cuadrado, Higuain, Ronaldo, fakes the shot. Verratti again. Neymar drops it to Verratti, who has plenty of room to run, but decides to get it to Cavani. Off to Mbappe. Mbappe drops it to Cavani, who tries to give it back, but it doesn't quite work. Rabiot gives it back to PSG. Di Maria, Meunier. It is a foul. Neymar takes a quick shot, straight to Buffon. Buffon dribbles it out to De Ligt. Sciglio on the right, passes it nicely up to Cuadrado, who gives the ball away. Who gets it back though? Higuain off to Ronaldo, who tips it in for number 3. Cavani, Silva, Verratti, Silva, Cavani, Neymar, out to the wing. Kurzawa, back to Cavani, nice play. Mbappe with a shot, just missing high. That was a nice piece of play. De Ligt out to the wing. Sciglio on the right. Cuadrado, Rabiot, Emre Can. Dybala smacks into Di Maria, but he gets it back off to Emre Can, who tries to get it inside to Ronaldo but does not succeed. But back to Emre Can in the center of the field. Dybala tries to get it into Ronaldo, but no go. Di Maria, Emre Can, the German midfielder. Arribiot off to Higuain, who gets it into Ronaldo, who chips it into the back of the net. Goal! 5-0. Verratti, Thiago Silva, Guille, Mbappe, nice little dribbling. Loses the ball but gets it back. Dribbles it a little too far. Sandro, Emre Can, Dybala. Ooh, nice little fake. Dybala. Oh, was trying to get it to Ronaldo, but Ronaldo didn't come back. Cavani, Mbappe. Oh, pushed off the ball. Ronaldo, danger man. Rabiot, Higuain, Cuadrado. If he can get it back into Higuain, it's going to be offside. Nope. Ooh, nice. Di Maria clears it out to Meunier. 0-5. Cellini, Verratti, dribbles straight into Rabiot, gets the ball to Ronaldo, who loses the ball to Guille. Is it in the center of the field? Verratti, Neymar, gives it straight back to Juventus. Ronaldo on the ball. Higuain, nicely pushed forward to Cuadrado, who gets it back to Higuain, who puts it in the back for 6-0. Cavani, Thiago Silva, Verratti, Neymar out on the right. Cellini back to Juventus. Out to Dybala on the left. Emre Can dances around midfield. PSG gives the ball away. Ronaldo, Dybala, Ronaldo. But he runs into a wall. That was a dangerous play, but he did clear it. Cavani. Guille, dishes it back to Juventus. Guille, Verratti, Neymar. Pushes it forward. Nice little break here for PSG, but they weren't able to do anything with it. But Cavani has it in at the penalty spot, but misses the shot. Di Maria fighting with Emre Can. PSG has the ball. Di Maria, Guille, Mbappe takes a shot, smacks into a Juventus defender. Rabiot, Emre Can. Gives it back to PSG. Mbappe fishes it, slips it into Cavani, who goes down. It is going to be a kick. A foul. And Buffon clears it out to Alexandro. Sciglio, Rabiot, back to Sciglio, 1-2. And PSG controls the ball, but then Neymar gives it away. Sciglio, passing it back to Cellini, back to Sandro, into Cristiano Ronaldo. Costa centers the ball, and almost stopped on the line, but it did cross. So it is 7th goal. Kurzawa. Draxler. Smacks right into a Juventus player. Cristiano Ronaldo asking for the ball, but doesn't. Oh, yes, he steals it away from Silva. He is coming in on goal now, and he dribbles it out of his feet. Icardo running ahead, but doesn't. The ball was a bit too far behind. Buffon kicks out to Sciglio, who gets it to Rabiot. Emre Can, who then loses the ball to Draxler, who gets the ball up to Neymar, and if he doesn't, then Cellini runs into a PSG wall. Draxler off to almost, but doesn't get it into Mbappe. Now Juventus on the ball, gives it back to PSG, who gives it back to Emre Can, who chips it up for Da Costa, who gets the ball and centers. No, loses the ball. Chip up. Juventus gets the ball back into Ronaldo, but doesn't quite get there. Rabiot cleans up. He gets it to Madusic, gets it into Ronaldo, off to Costa, chips it up to Ronaldo, but does not get his 4th. The goalkeeper had a beautiful save there. Di Maria. Gets it to Meunier, who drops it to Gui, who drops it down to Icardi. And they have pulled one back. Beautiful. Set 7-1. Cristiano Ronaldo trying to break through on his own, but he gets caught up. Neymar on the ball, loses it again. Sandro, Emre Can, Manduzic. Ronaldo doesn't quite get to the ball. Emre Can, Douglas Costa. Ronaldo does a nice turn. Back to Costa. Ronaldo cleverly out to Costa, who puts it across the goal, and goal for Juventus. They have retained their 7-goal lead. 1 minute to go. De Ligt comes across to get the ball back, and there we have it. 8-1.